Hey y'all. I am so excited here to talk to you about this buck full moon. It's being here in less than 48 hours. The energy's already here, so just breathe deep and listen about this moon because it's exciting. This is a celestial event. This is one that's going to be written in history books. So what are you going to do with it? Why is it called the buck full moon? All right, so I got a few clips I'm going to show you. I love to crack through the illusion. I love to show how we have been in a deep dream sleep and we've been being woken up slowly. And right now, this energy is literally pouring a picture over our face and saying, time to get up, time to wake up from the dream. And this is why the world's going to get crazier and crazier, so you'll go within. Okay, the buck full moon. Buck has antlers, right? Antlers are connected to the third eye. They're literally, this is why deer and bucks have such good sensory, is because their third eyes literally grow out behind their eyes. They're the antlers. And we also have a third eye. They just don't grow outside of us. And so this buck full moon is illuminating our third eye. Okay, it is coming exactly 40 weeks after the solar eclipse on October 4, I think it's 14th in October. Don't quote me on that date, but I'm pretty sure. Anyways, it's exactly 40 weeks ago. And why 40? Because 40 is your transformational number. Okay, it is 40 days Jesus was out in the desert before he ascended, fasting with no food and no water. 40 years the Israelites, after parting the Red Sea, were wandering the wilderness before they transformed. 40 days and 40 nights for Noah's Ark. 40 weeks for a baby to transform into a physical being. Okay, so 40 is your transformational number. So exactly 40 weeks. We are embodying Christ consciousness. We are connecting with our higher soul, our higher self. It's exciting. And this is what the buck full moon is showing us. What preceded it was the strawberry moon. Strawberries are embedded with seeds. So the seed was planted in the last full moon, and it's been illuminating our third eye, and the path ahead for us is going to illuminate. This is moving right into the 8-8 portal. This year it's the 888 because 2024, 224 is 8. So what is so significant about 88? 88 is your time travel. We're going to be traveling into a new version of ourselves, into a higher version of ourselves. How do I know it's a time travel? Well, Back to the Future showed us that, right? The DeLorean had to go 88 miles an hour in order to time travel back in time so that they could fix it. So they could, that's why it's called Back to the Future. You go back to fix where you erred so that you can then have a second chance at your destiny. So we are in destiny energy. Okay, with that, watch these clips and I'll be right back. right, I love to unpack how movies, politics, the Bible, music, how it's all been illuminating this transformational journey that we're on of cracking through the illusion. That's why I named my Everything Cracks in the Illusion. So I read energy. I am very sensitive to energy. It's something I just have, my spiritual gifts awakened back in my healing. You can look at my video, first video on here to hear my story about that. But when they did, I started to feel the energy around me and feel energy. So I just became super sensitive to energy, which was a beautiful gift. And in this gift, I've been able to do, I get visuals and use visuals to give messages. And I've used this, and my guides showed me how energy cards, oracle cards, and tarot cards can give me a visual to give the message that they want to give. So, all right, here I am with the energy oracle deck, and I'm going to cut the deck, and I'm going to show us what our external environmental energy is here showing us. And I'm going to let the energy give us a message with the energy oracle deck. Okay, this is our community card. This means we need to work together. We are learning to, right now in this full moon, our paths are being illuminated. So the world's going to get wonky, crazy, and as it does, politics is already getting crazy. It's going to get loud and noisy. You won't really want to be on your electronics as much. It won't bring you the same sense of peace. You'll feel it will feel like staticky. You know when you turn the radio dial and you're trying to go to a new station and you hear that static and it's annoying? That's because it's a frequency. We are shifting into a higher frequency. Therefore, everything's going to feel staticky for a while until finally that shift just anchors in for you, and it's like, there, that's the peaceful place right there. Okay, so we need to do that together. Together, we as a community, we need to learn to go back to our roots. Okay, and a couple cards for messages came out. Get this. Sixth chakra. Was this not what I was just talking about in our in part one? Our brow chakra is the sixth chakra. You can see it's illuminated right there in this card. I'm gonna put it really close. You can see this is Archangel Metatron, and he's bringing us the message. Quiet down and go within and connect to yourself. And this came out with it. See her, she is inside a home, safe and sound, and outside is a storm. We have a storm coming. Out our external environment, we have a major storm coming. When you see the storm, look what you're grateful for. All she has to do is focus on her gratitude, and going within will connect her to her higher version, and it will shine that flashlight and illuminate. Crossing both of those cards is the Magician and the Mirror, the crack in the illusion. The Magician is coming to mirror to you what you came here to be, and that's an empowered human being balancing both the ego and the higher version of yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna put those away, and I'll be let's see, I'm gonna pull on a message in the Light Seers deck. So what's a message that we can receive in this buck full moon? A message of guidance. And tomorrow, for the special thing for the buck full moon, I am going to be doing what is called a Schrodinger's cat pull. So Schrodinger is when the pile picks you, basically. So I'll tell you more about that later, but it's a really fun way to get your own reading in this for a little. This is for all the collective reading, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you pick. Let the pile pick you. Let the energy pick you. All right, the environmental energy is once again the same message, Seven of Wands. Be still in this energy. Just be still. When everything feels anxious, it's happening to pull you in. Okay? It's trying to get staticky so that you can shift your frequency. Okay? Think of a radio. When you start to see the static on the outside, turn away from the news. Turn away from the illusion. It's just a stage. Just like our very first motion picture, The Wizard of Oz. Dorothy went on a journey. She gained her heart, she gained her courage, and she cleared up her mind. Once it becomes a 3, which is our Trinity, by the way, is bringing those 3 together, then she was able to see through the illusion that the wizard was just a man. He was not somebody that had more power over her. Okay, it's just everything is telling us everything. So, okay, and we get something. The card that comes out, Judgment. There's your message. It's judgment time. Does that mean there's a God waiting to judge you for all your wrongs? No, 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 no. See, she's merging with her higher self. Do you see that? Here's her higher version of herself. There is a timeline. You are on a timeline right now, living out everything you came here to live. Totally empowered, completely in all your spiritual energy, and she has finally went within and she's shifting the frequency to merge with that higher self. And here is the Emperor. All right, the masculine energies have been on complete transformation journey. Why? I'll tell you why. It's because the masculine energy has ruled this universe for thousands of years, okay? It has been a patriarchal energy. That's the mind. The ego is the masculine energy. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. We're supposed to be a perfect balance of both in the perfect world. A marriage is just simply, you can marry within you, marrying your masculine and feminine energy. Okay, a marriage is simply 2 consciousnesses coming together, one masculine, one feminine. And I could go into so much about the Bible talking about a man rules over a woman. No, it's all talking about our conscious and our subconscious. The masculine energy is the conscious, the ego. The feminine energy is the subconscious, the feminine energy, feminine. And so the masculine energy puts impressions on the subconscious. This is visualization. And the feminine energy is the creator. This is why she has the womb. This is why she creates the baby. It's all... it's all just a layer deeper, okay? So anyways, we are coming into, the masculines have been balancing their feminine energy. And the feminine, those who've been very feminine, who've been held back, they've been strengthening themselves and being more in a balanced energy. So this way you can start having relationships be more balanced. Instead of one ruling over the other, you work in harmony together. That's back to that community card. So we're learning to work in a better harmony, not one better than the other. Okay, and we got another card that's going to be bookending our judgment. Yeah, exactly. The 3 of Pentacles. This is community. We're learning to work together. And the card that came out crossing that is the 9 of Wands. So that's the clarifying card for the 3 of Pentacles. It means we're at a standstill. We're ready to go past the 9 of Wands. I said we're illuminating the path. We're illuminating the path into working together. See, here you have a family. You have a man and a woman and a child. That's the Trinity. That's the 3. We have masculine, feminine, and then the creation of the masculine and feminine. That's whenever they talk about the Trinity, that's what we're talking about. Okay, so the 3 together. It can be a child as the creation. It can be something that you work together to create together. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to work together as a masculine and feminine. It's actually beautiful when you really start understanding this. And this is what I'm trying to teach. You can go to my Facebook channel. I just embarked on this social media journey a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, so too many cards came out for that one. Sorry. So, you know, it's called Cracks in the Illusion. It should be in the notes, okay? Or you can go to my website and there's a link there. But I'm just trying to show people with, I have a great visualization video on my Facebook channel. Oh my goodness, look at this. Okay. That shows you that shows you how to visualize, and it shows you how pro athletes use this visualization technique. Okay, what came out is the Knight of Pentacles. This energy has been a long journey. You see this guy, you see this long journey here of these pentacles. He's got a horse. Why the heck is he walking? We feel like we have been on a long journey, walking asleep, right? He's got a racehorse. Hop on the racehorse. We are learning in this full moon. We are going to connect to our higher self, and we're going to learn we had a racehorse all along. And then crossing our Knight of Pentacles is our Empress. Ah, is this so beautiful? We got the Emperor and the Empress coming out as crossing cards. So this is telling me, this is guiding me that I've got to go into just a little deeper, one more layer of an explanation. I'm going to show you actually, because 3 cards flew out as the bottom cards. So I really need to show you how the layers work here. We got this beautiful Empress. She's the creator, which I'm going to go into just a little bit higher. But we got the Ace of Wands fueling that. There is her third eye lit up. Can't make this up. You can't make this up. And the High Priestess. And once again, look at the moon as her third eye. And the High Priestess is all knowing. It's knowing who you are. It's stepping into your spiritual empowerment. Who did you really come down here and incarnate as? A being who is just, limited to whatever the external circumstances gives you, and you have no empowerment whatsoever. You're a victim to it. No, you are God's source. You have Christ consciousness right here in your third eye, and it speaks within your heart through your feelings. Okay, so now I want to talk about this Emperor and Empress cards coming out, because we are balancing as humans. We are balancing our masculine, our feminine energy. The masculine, see this beautiful card? She creates, right? A creation is done when you bring more than one consciousness together. So when you bring the masculine and feminine together, not just in, intimate relationships to create a child, but they can also come together to be a super consciousness and create beautiful things. They can create a book, a garden, a trip, business. They're creators, and together the masculine and feminine agree to come together physically, but they also come together spiritually and energetically. And there is where the juju is. The physical incarnation of it is the after effect, but the energy is where you really feel all the senses. So, the masculine is your left brain. Inside you, when you're just, so I was speaking of an actual male and female, okay? But masculine energy can be in feminines and feminine energy in males. However, it's because we all are supposed to have a balance of both. Our brain, our left brain is a masculine energy. It's what it puts impressions. It sends a receptor out. It plants the seed for the creation. And this is why the masculine is always known as the doer, or he goes to work, or he's the provider. It didn't really mean he's the only one who can be the provider. It just meant the masculine energy is the one that brings strength and vitality and safety and security. The feminine energy, you protect her because she is the one who she magnetizes in the creation. So the masculine sends the receptor out through visualization, and the feminine energy magnetizes it into the heart so that it can be created. And then back to that gestation period, there is always a gestation period. So during that gestation period, once you feel the creation done, then you just allow the time to bring your creation into physical tangibility, right? So that is the beauty of it. The beauty is when you know you created it, you know it was your thought, and you can see the physical creation of it. So I encourage you all to let this buck moon light your path and let it bring you to all your true beauty and happiness, because once you become completely aligned, you have a beautiful relationship ahead of you that you can become a co-creator with, using this beautiful balanced masculine and feminine energy within you and within a community, within another, in a intimate relationship. You know, we're moving into this beautiful energy. We're no longer wanting to fight with one another. We're wanting to co-create with each other. Okay, so enjoy this path headed towards our 888 time travel. All right, ciao.